Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to adjust your headlights, as I've been asked this a few times. So how to adjust the beam up and down. If you have this generation Ford Transit, you can tell by the steering wheel and the front, which I just showed you earlier. So you've got your headlight switch over here and you've got your headlight control here. So just in case anyone didn't know, this is the level. So this is how you can set the headlight and the beam level. So I'll just show you. So I've just turned off my light and you just watch the fence over there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and turn on the lights. I'll put on the ignition, otherwise the headlights won't come on. So just watch the beam over there and I'll tell you what the level is now. So it's at level 4, or position 4 rather. So watch, I'll just go to position 0. Notice the beam and how it goes up to the highest point. So 0 corresponds to the highest position, so the low beam will point up to the highest. And now we'll go back to position 4. So watch the beam at the front there, and I'll just drop it down to position 4 just by scrolling the wheel. Things simpler, and to give you a better view of the adjusters, I'll remove the headlight. So you just want to access it by these 2 Torx bolts over here. So we'll go ahead and remove that, and then there's clips at the bottom which I'll show you. T30 Torx bit when removing the bolts. The headlight is loose at the top here. You just have to pull with force because there's 2 clips underneath here. So you just pull it forward. I like to stick my hand here at the back to where the headlight bulbs are and just push from the back there. And it just pops out like so. Then you can go ahead and pull it forward. So these were the tabs I was referring to. So it just goes in here and locks in there and locks in there. So it's the tabs here at the bottom. That one there and that one there. So now we'll go ahead and just disconnect this so I can take it to the bench just over here. Push the clip. Make sure you push this clip well, and then it should just pop out. If it's difficult, you can use some WD-40 or CRC just to lubricate this, and make sure you do push that, otherwise you will break it. And that's it. And so that's how you remove the headlight. It's also a good time now if your bulb is not working, so this is how you easily access it to change any one of the bulbs. So here's a good look of the headlight at the back. So now that we've got it on the bench, I've just laid it flat so I can explain things a bit better. So these were the clips that I was referring to. They're different from the earlier style Mark 6 Transits, where you have to remove nuts around the whole headlight. You can watch my other video if you've got a Mark 6. So the later model ones, as you've seen, run a different headlight system, so you just have the 2 bolts at the top. So anyway, so it's also a lot easier just to remove the whole headlight because they made it so simple just to replace a bulb. So for example, if you want to replace this bulb, it's just held in by these clips over here. Pull it with force evenly on both sides and it just releases there. Similarly at the bottom, you just want to use a little bit of force and just release it like so on either side. Then it's as simple as just pulling this out, and then that will reveal your bulb just in there. So that's your bulb and the electronics inside. So now for those who are asking, now this is a good opportunity for me to show you where the adjusters are on these particular units. So it's quite straightforward. If you have watched my other video where I've created a short on how to remove these, you would have noticed that there's these 2 white tabs over here. So both of these 2 are adjusters. So if you notice in there, this is the bottom adjuster for the main headlight, just over here. So if we follow this through here, that adjusts this whole headlight and the reflector system. So I'll show you. Also, please note, you don't have to remove all of this in order to adjust your headlight. You don't even need to remove your headlight. Once it's back in the vehicle, I'll show you. I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes, just to make it clear for anyone to see. So you'll need a 5mm hex tool or a 5mm Allen key. as I've got over here. So all you want to do is just put it in there and adjust it. So you just want to put it in there and just adjust it. You can add a mark here so you have a reference line and you know how many turns you can go. But basically, hopefully you can see that there is play here, which means that this can move. So this is the motor over here. So this is the electronic motor. But when you actually need a manual adjustment, for example, here in New Zealand we have a warrant of fitness and you've got to adjust your beam so that it's perfectly level and doesn't blind others. This is where the manual adjustment comes into play. Because sometimes you do need to manually adjust things. That's why they've given you both these points over here. And that in turn allows this reflector and the whole unit to either pivot up or down. Similarly for the top here. So that's what that adjustment over there is for. So we'll go ahead and reinstall this back into the vehicle. In case anyone needs the bulb part numbers, so it utilizes an H4, 55 to 60 watts, and the park light and the indicator bulbs are just below that. So they're both 5 watt, 12 volt individual bulbs. So just in case anyone needs those part numbers, so that's what you have over there. The indicator bulb is just accessed over here, and then the park light bulb is just over there. Install this cap, just put it back the same way that you removed it, just in there, and then just pull the clamp, and then just pull the other one, and you'll hear it snap in place. Make sure it's secure and locked in place, and then it's good to go from there. Go ahead and reinstall it. So like I said, all you want to do is slot it in. Also make sure you don't forget the electrical connector. This just slots in there, and then must clip in place. Then we can go ahead and slot it in. So just from the bottom here, hopefully you can see that. I'll put on my light, hopefully you can see that, just underneath there. So we want those clips to lock in place, just like that. Once that's locked in place properly, then you'll notice that the bolt holes line up. Never over tighten these bolts, because this is only plastic here. So now that I've got the light back in place and it's all secured, now I can show you how easy it is to access those adjusters. So this is the top one, and that's the bottom one for the headlight, just down there. So just over there is the bottom one, and the top one over here. So Ford were actually good in giving you an open slot over here. So that goes right down there, so you can easily adjust the adjuster down there. So that's how easy it is. So remember, it's a 5mm hex that you can use to adjust the bottom one over there and just over there. So just for reference, this is the adjuster. So this is the motor I just showed you on the bench. So this allows it to pivot. But sometimes, as I just showed you, you have to set the static angle of the headlight. So then in order for the left and right headlight to actually line up to each one of these settings. So as I showed you earlier how to adjust the headlights left and the right. So what happens is, if you had a replacement headlight, for example, if you had to replace the left or the right one, the beam might not actually correspond, so they might not be. So what you want to do is set it at position 0. Just like that. That'll raise the beam to its highest point. And this is where now you want to adjust it with the 5mm Allen key or the hex driver, as I showed you earlier. So this is where you want to adjust both sides. Normally you'll use a tool like this to get the beam perfect. They normally have it at the vehicle testing stations if you have to test your vehicle on a regular basis. Otherwise you can use a fence or a straight line in the dark just to try and align both of them evenly. And when driving as well, you want to make sure that you have this generally at the lowest position, otherwise you will blind oncoming cars. So just keep that in mind. Thanks for watching, everyone. See ya. Do like and subscribe, and make sure you share this video so more people can find the channel and hopefully put a few more people out. Thanks for watching, everyone. See ya.